Hey guys, welcome to Paradise and welcome to the channel. Today we take a look at the Discovery Scuba Dive. That's the very first step anyone scuba diving for the first time has to take, and it doesn't matter whether you're just going to dive once to tick it off your bucket list or if it's going to be the start of a long and glorious scuba diving career. If you want to find out what will expect you once you take your first breaths under the water, stay with us. And guys, if you haven't yet, consider subscribing to the channel so you won't miss any of the awesome content coming your way. And now, let's roll the titles. The French fittingly call it baptême de plongée, which means diver's baptism, and in France doing this is almost a ritual. In Germany it's called Schnuppertauchen, which means taster session, and us instructors lovingly refer to it as DSD. That's short for Discover Scuba Diving. So what is it? Let's dive right in and find out. To take a discovery dive, visit a certified dive shop. Typically you would do this on your holiday, but any dive shop in the world, even one as far away from the ocean as Black Hill Aquatic Adventures in Rapid City, that is South Dakota, will happily run a tri dive for you. I got in touch with them and Jim, the owner there, confirmed. Guys, big shout out to you. No matter what training agency of the many out there the shop is affiliated to, find a place that inspires in you confidence. It should be clean, have a good safety record, and most importantly, the people there should take time to assist you. Indeed, this might just be a fun one-off bucket list activity and you may never pursue it further, but like the name says, the Discovery Dive is a program designed to allow you to get an introduction to scuba. Typically you'll be busy for a good couple of hours and then you can decide if it's your sport or if you'll be pursuing unicycle polo instead. To sign up, no previous experience with scuba diving is required, but you should be at least 10 years old and comfortable in the water. This means able to float. If that's not the case, don't worry and just go and take a look at our video, which will teach you basic swimming. To scuba dive safely, you should be in reasonable physical condition, so you will be given a short medical self-evaluation form to fill out. The purpose here is simply to find out if you should be examined by a physician before participating. And along with this, there's a little more paperwork to do and then you're good to go. This not being free diving, we actually need a little bit of equipment to scuba. We have the fins, we have a mask, we have a cylinder filled with air, a regulator which will allow you to breathe the air under the waves, and a BCD, that's a buoyancy compensation device. This one will help you to float on the surface and swim more easily once you're under the waves. And don't worry, because your dive professional, the dive center, will set it up for you. Before going to the water, you will get a brief theory explanation by your instructor. This will cover the basics of breathing air underwater, how to use the equipment, the safety guidelines, hand signals, as well as a description of key skills you will learn to perform and which you will use on every scuba dive. Guys, this is my favorite part. We're about to go to the water and you should be absolutely psyched by now. And if you're a little bit apprehensive, do not worry, it's totally normal. Look, we have a lot of unfamiliar equipment on. We're about to go to a new place to do something that our brain tells us is impossible. That's breathing under the waves. But don't worry, just do what your instructor told you. Keep breathing at all time. Relax and let it happen, because this might just be one of the best experiences of your life. Your Discovery Scuba Dive should always start in confined water or confined open water. That is pool or pool-like conditions. We have the perfect day today. Now let's look at the skills that you're going to carry out. First things first, get comfortable, add some air to your BCD. This will give you some lift and you will have the feeling that you can actually trust the equipment and you will not sink. Next, once you have your mask on, pop your regulator in and just put your face in the water and take a few breaths. Guys, next, let's try and go down. Your instructor will explain you how to go down. Remember one thing, keep breathing and equalize your ears. Okay guys, here we go, entering the magic blue. Just relax, let it happen, take a nice deep breath, and remember, equalize your ears gently but frequently. And if it doesn't work, don't go deeper, just stop, don't force it, signal that it doesn't work,
and go back up a little bit. Exercise number 1, clearing the regulator. If water goes in, you can get the water out really easily just by blowing inside the regulator, and that's what we're going to do now. Let's get a nice deep breath in. I'm going to take the regulator out, blow some bubbles. Remember, never stop breathing. Mouthpiece goes down, then we put it back in, and now we blow firmly, and that's it. Your regulator is now clear. Second exercise, exactly like the first one. We're going to purge the regulator, only this time we're going to do that by using the purge button on the regulator. That will get a nice strong blast of air out of the reg straight from the cylinder. Take a breath, regulator out, blow those bubbles, don't stop breathing, mouthpiece down, regulator back in, and press the purge button. As easy as that. Regulator clear. Third exercise, taking the regulator out, dropping it, and retrieving it with an arm swing. Your instructor will explain you how to do this, but it's very easy. Take the regulator out, let it go, remember, blow those bubbles, and then after you tilt your body to the right, you're going to do a nice big swing with your arm, retrieve the hose of the regulator, find it with your other hand, put it back, and clear the regulator. Exercise number 4, my favorite, clearing the mask. If you get any water in the mask, you can get it out super easily. And this is how. Break the seal of the mask and let some water in. Take a nice deep breath, look up. Now seal your mouth and breathe out from your nose. And to make it easier, just put 2 fingers on the mask and breathe out from your nose. Ta-da! Water gone. That's it. Skills done, well done. It's at your instructor's discretion to teach you more, but now you have what it takes to go for some basic exploration and go on a mini dive, following your dive professional. And remember, a Discover Scuba Dive does not certify you as a diver, but if you like diving and decide to take a course, this was the first lesson towards your diver's license. Guys, that's it, our episode on how to start scuba diving. If you enjoyed it, leave a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, consider subscribing to the channel because there's a lot more to come. And if you try scuba diving and like it, don't just do it once, but keep practicing, because the more you do it, the better it gets. Until next time, keep your soles wet. I think I'm gonna go for a little snorkel now.